I was sitting at the entrance to the gym crying, and he was saying, Katie, your Crohn's disease doesn't define you. Why are you letting it define you? Because I was going through a pretty rough time with my Crohn's at this point too. And that statement just hit me because I was allowing it to control me and consume me. And all of that energy that I was pumping into these thoughts in my head and all the cognitive energy that it was using up, I was actually not putting that energy into my body. And yeah, it was just such a profound moment for me. And it was like more or less the turning point for drawing myself out of a little bit of victim mentality and really like taking control of my health and where I wanted it to go.
Yeah, and recognizing that you have some control, that you aren't just a victim or powerless. Because we really do, at least I know in my experience, I received my diagnosis and I kind of put it on like a cape or a cloak. It became like what I wore, it became a part of my identity for a while. And there's just layers and layers to unpack with that. If I'm being 100% honest with myself, I look back and I think of those hard days where I was struggling with pain, inflammation, digestive symptoms, and it was almost like at times I used that diagnosis as an excuse to not achieve or not fully participate in life. It was like, well, I can't do those things because I have an illness. And I think that that's probably a normal stage that we all go through.
For sure. And the words that we tell ourselves they have such power. And from a psychological perspective, how we speak to ourselves, it really impacts how we feel and how we behave. So it's always like thought, belief, thought, and action. And learning how to speak to ourselves in a compassionate way and a positive way, and not being controlled by these negative thoughts, anxious thoughts, what could happen, because we're believing this narrative that we've conjured up because of how we feel, is so important when turning things around and starting to like come out the other side.